So you caught the narcissist in a lie. Do they apologize? It depends on what type narcissist and what level of attachment you have to them. If it's in the early stages of a relationship, yes, they will apologize profusely, believably, Academy Award winningly. They will apologize and they will listen to you complain. They will do everything they're supposed to do. But if, and we're talking about a well-developed narcissist, if the relationship has gotten older and they have hooked you in, got you invested, trapped, and they know they have you, then they will apologize, but it'll go something like this. Well, I'm sorry. Let's forget about it. And they mean that they will not allow you to process this, to tell them how they hurt you, how they betrayed you, even if it was something big. And if you don't think so, try it. When they say they're sorry after they've hooked you, and you start to tell them how you feel, and you want them to listen to what they did, and what you thought, and all of this, they'll get mad all over again. And because they do this habitually, they train you not to make them accountable. The apology is not genuine. A genuine apology goes like this. Two normal people. One person wrongs the other on a big scale. The person who did the wrong will think about it. They'll start to feel bad. They'll feel embarrassed, shamed. They'll feel hurt for the other person. Empathy, concern, respect for the other person. Then they'll realize their sense of justice has been triggered and they are going to have to make it right. An invested narcissist who's well-developed, a malignant narcissist, feels they have a right to do whatever they want to you whenever, and you don't have a right to question them. So they do not allow you to vet or to bring things up that they did before. However, when you do something wrong, no matter how minor, they will bring it up time and again, and you have to listen to it and be punished for it over and over and over. It's a double standard because they have the right and the control, and you can't have it. And they know this. They definitely know this because they don't do it at work. They don't do it in situations where someone has power over some resources that may affect their lives. They do it with you because they have power over you. Thank you. Do narcissists really love you? Do they really and truly love you? And I know, I've been one, that abuse victims who've had broken bones and all sorts of damage by this particular narcissistic person will swear they really do love them. They love the person and the person loves them, and they just have something wrong with them. The rationalization and denial steps in. And the reason why they don't want to lose the relationship, because they think that in the near future this person will truly appreciate them for all the struggles they put them through, and they will love them even more. Now, the question again, do narcissists, developed, well-developed, malignant narcissists, not the run-of-the-mill garden variety, do they really love you? Now, we have to look at the word love, because love, when we say it, we usually use ourselves as a point of reference. We know what we feel when we love, and we think we know what they feel. We expect that they feel the same, but it's not true. We view them as a person with rights. We view them as a human being with standards and rights that deserves truth and honor and respect. They do not view us that way. We view them as someone that we're loyal to, that we will go to the ends of the earth to help. They view us as someone who should be loyal to them. It's sort of like the cat, who, when we should go to the ends of the earth to help them, and they will help you if there's something in it for them, because it is a practical approach for them. It's all about soothing the ego. They will not suffer shame. They will not suffer accountability, but they will keep you in line to soothe their ego. When they feel bad, they use you to feel better by beating you down, punishing you. Whatever it takes, They use you for whatever they need. It doesn't matter what it is, what type narcissist it is, because there are not only many types of narcissists, there are many ways that they present themselves. Some do it through, if it's a woman, through the beauty and the material things. They gain these things to make themselves feel better. They use their beauty to manipulate people. For a man, it's the opposite. They may use their wealth to manipulate people, their power to manipulate people. And they feel entitled to this. In a family, excuse me, they use the love of the family to manipulate them. They know that their family loves them, so they will go out and ruin all of their resources. Trapped in addictions or whatever they do, and sometimes they do it on purpose. But they feel entitled to receive, but not obligated to give equally. So do they love you? It is not love. What they do love, and it is love for themselves and for what they need, just like you love things, objects. You may really love a certain car, a certain house, or a dress. You're attached to it. In fact, if someone harmed that dress or that car, you'd be extremely angry. They love you as a source of supply. They love you because you need them. They love you because you give them what they need. They do not love you as an equal person with equal rights, with equal power, because they don't want you to have those things. They do not. That is why you see these stories on TV of people, men and women, who will, annihilate a partner over a life insurance partner after 20, 30, even 40 years of loyalty and love from the other side, because the giver and the taker are never the same in a narcissistic relationship. The narcissist is always the taker. They will take all the love you can give and use it on you. But will they give it equally? Never. Even when it comes to children. When you continue to give what they need, they keep you. When you can no longer give what they need, even if you're old and you're a parent, they will discard you. If you're a wife who got sick, they will discard you. A husband who lost their job and their influence, they will discard you and find a new one. Because it's all about Machiavellianism, using things and using people to get what they want. And in their love, their world, it's all about them. You're just stressing. Thank you. The narcissist love from the victim's point of view. In relationships in which the non-narcissistic loving partner, the normal person, exhibits all the true behaviors of an honest and loving person, and the narcissist is the taker. In this relationship, what is the love of the victim for? Is it for this wonderful person that they met the first time? The one who was charming and thoughtful and understanding and listened and was so much fun, and it was just like a drug. Is this the person they love? No. That person didn't really exist in the first place. But the victim doesn't know this, because each time a person in this type trauma bond realizes something is wrong, the perpetrator, the narcissistic selfish person, will immediately step in and fuel the fires of flames of love and bring that person back to the original standard. The person they thought they married or partnered with or was a family member with comes back again. They put that mask on. They work double duty until you're convinced, yes, that's the real person I thought so. I love this person. But this person can be mean. They can be abusive. They can be selfish, entitled, controlling. They can cut you off. They can push you away. They can demand. They can use the double standard on you to where whatever they want, you get. If you want something, there's always an excuse. Now, this person is playing a game with your mind and your heart. And over years and years of time, you are deeply trauma bonded. They make sure you're invested too, financially, with children, with dual systems of support, whatever there is going on, they'll make sure you're deeply invested with them and that they have the key to your investments. They will control as much as they're able to control. Even your paycheck will be controlled or sabotaged one way or the other, or there will be trouble. So they have all this control over you. So, in the end, after a while, things happen in the heart and the mind. The narcissistic mind that was formed with rationalization and denial and refusing to see the truth and only wanting to hope for the best breaks down. I'll tell you a quick story. Years ago, I was doing some public interest work. I ran into a newspaper editor. She'd been a newspaper editor 30 years. She was about to retire. Her and her husband both worked for this larger city newspaper. And he had died a few years before. So I said, "Oh my, I'm sorry." She said, "Oh, no, I'm glad." And it was really strange to hear from this lady. So my subject matter at the time was domestic violence articles that I was running in the newspaper at the time. And her case was emotional and psychological abuse for 30 years. The backstory was this man had two faces, one for the public, one for her. He always put her down, called her names, called her fat. The night he died of a heart attack, they were getting ready to go to a banquet, and he was in the process of saying, "You look fat in that dress," and all these things, and next thing you know, she heard silence. And he was in the throes of a heart attack, didn't survive, and she said, "I was finally free." She said it was horrible because she finally realized this person she loved did not exist. And she was deeply invested. Children, family members, parties, jobs, deeply invested. Stuck, in other words. So what did she love, she, the victim, and what do other victims love? They love the illusion, the acting job, the mask. Because the true person is the person who is mean and thoughtless and heartless. That's the real person that you see behind closed doors. Thank you.